welcome to Look Around Florida. I'm your host, Sean McFall, aka the Florida Man. I have David King and Yankee Bob. They're behind the scenes right now. We're going to be bringing them up shortly. Let me get this out of the way. There we go. Disclaimer. Uh, some of you know me well enough. Anything and everything can fly out of my mouth at a moment's notice. So this kind of covers me and keeps me out of the doghouse, so to speak. Ready. Hey, Derek. Good to see you from the Tennessee division. If you're with me, hey, Bob Highball. Uh, if you're, yeah, when you join the chat, please let us know what camp, chapter that you represent. Hey, Linda, how you doing tonight? If you're with the mechanized cavalry, just put 3D, 3D, yeah, 3BD, yeah, 3rd Battalion Company D. Kind of give you an idea. When you join the chat, I did invite a messload of people on tonight. You probably saw me spamming the bejesus out of Facebook and other sources. So I know St. Pete camp. Hey, Roy Hudson, how you doing tonight? AOT councilman is in the house. I know October 11th, we have two things going on. I'm doing a CERT training in Joshua Creek in Arcadia. Bobby Van Zandt, that just joined the chat, his camp is with the UDC chapter up there in St. Pete. They're doing a cemetery cleanup on October the 11th. As far as the Florida Mechanized Cavalry, we do have our state meeting coming up in November. I'll let Captain King comment on that one. That way I can write it down. Bobby Van Zandt from St. Pete's in the house. Hey, guy. How y'all doing tonight? If you have an event coming up, please let me know. I literally just walked to the door, so I was going to send a message to Rick Roberts to see if he did a flyer yet for the Florida Soldiers Monument dedication there in Jacksonville, Florida. But I forgot. I'm busy at work today, so a little crazy, a little hectic. So I have seen this week, past couple since last time we met, some camps are out there doing the Lord's work on honoring our ancestors. Dirty Mitch, by flagging and cleaning headstones all over the South. I'm happy to see that the men and women of the SCV and OCR and UDC are out there still doing the good work. Alrighty. Before we bring David and Yankee Bob up, does anybody have any questions, comments, or complaints? All right. There he is, and there he is. Welcome, Mr. King and Bob.
How you doing, Sean? Hey, Dave.
Well, y'all caught me looking for something that I know I have, but I can't find it.
Oh, no.
We'll worry about that later.
So,
Go ahead, Sean.
Yeah, so we got Great Pammick coming up for everybody to know. What's the dates on that one?
That's November 7th through the 9th. And the list I was looking for, when we left there last year, since they were so nice to us, I went ahead and put a deposit on the two big, they call them cabins, but they're houses. And the one main house that we used last year where everybody ate supper at on Friday night, that was already full. I have a list of the names somewhere. And if anybody else wants to go, call Grape Hammock and get a cabin. If you can't, let me know so I can keep the other house. But if we don't have to rent the other house, then I'll go ahead and turn it back in so they can rent it out to another group. But we already have one that's pretty much full already. The only concern I have about the second house is if you bring your wife, there's like 4 beds in each room, where the first house has got 2 beds in private rooms. Just have to share a couple bathrooms. That's the only concern I have about that. But that's your call. If you and your wife feel comfortable sleeping in a room with 2 other people, that's your decision. But I'm gonna need to know that pretty quick, because I don't want to rent that other house and 2 people stay in it, and y'all are going to have to split the cost of the house, which I think is $200 a night, or $198 a night. Is nothing compared to what we pay when we go to these national conventions and state conventions. But I need to know. But I got a list here that we made last year, and I added a couple more people to it. So the first one's it is full. And I think they have a few cabins left. I think there's some floating houseboat cabins left, they call them, right there on the river. And so if you want to come the 7th through the 9th, which will be a Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, food will be provided both nights by the Mechanized Cavalry. Mike Reynolds will be cooking on Friday night, and then Bobby Van Zandt bringing catfish. We'll have a catfish fry on Saturday night. And it'd be election year. Everybody knows this is my last year being a captain, and so far the only one that's put their name in a hat to be captain next year will be Ronnie. So if anybody wants to put your name in a hat, get on the ball and notify me, because if not, we'll have a quick election, and then we'll just have a short meeting and go back to do what we normally do just on that particular weekend.
Well, Roy Hudson was wondering if you were looking for your cowboy hat.
That's in the closet. Tell Linda that was an old picture from 2 years ago, Roy. And I don't know how I changed my Facebook profile. I don't know what happened there, but it changed. I got it.
Oh, I thought it was some of the hat you bought up at the National.
I'm assuming that's what he's talking about. I don't know. I don't want to mess up my hair, man. I got my hair looking good. I want to make sure everybody can see it.
Well,
just like Bobby's hair. Look at his
hair day. That's why I got the kepi on.
Look at Bobby's pretty head of hair he's got going on.
Bad hair day today.
Yep.
Rebel Road Dog, welcome to the show, sir.
Bobby, you want to talk about? I'll give everybody a little introduction. In June, we had the National Mechanized Cavalry Annual in Tavares. Everybody knows that we normally go to Cedar Key. We didn't go there. We haven't used Cedar Key since the storms. And Bobby Grenier graciously opened up his arms and welcomed us to the city of Tavares. And I'll let Bobby talk about it a little bit. He can read the letter that we received from the city of Tavares, or I can read it. But Bobby, would go ahead and let you get started and inform everybody on what happened.
Well, I'll tell you something. We still kind of miss you over here. It doesn't seem right without having sons and daughters and the OCR here in Tavares. What's wonderful is, after everything that's happened over the last few woke years, since Rifles, Rails, and History, here you guys, the Southerners, come right back. Let's see, the last Rifles was 2017. So here it is, 8 years later, the Mechanized Cavalry comes in, and you're still welcome with open arms here in Tavares. And that's why I'm so proud of this town, the businesses, the city council, our city staff, everybody. Because I'll tell you, it was a great weekend. Nobody batted an eye that there were Confederate flags all over the place. And it's a Confederate town, and we love the history here, and we miss you guys here. I'm like, where are they? I was with some of the business owners the other day, and like, are they coming back? Are they coming back? And I said, they'll be back.
Well, if I could talk my wife into moving from Tampa, we might head that way for permanent residence, but that's going to be hard to do.
Absolutely. Boy, I would love that. Absolutely. And then you have that letter there you asked about.
Yeah, we received a letter, guys, and this is pretty good. I'm not a guy that pats ourselves, any of us, on the back, even though we do a damn good job down here in the state of Florida. But we received a letter from the city administrator on July 21st, and it says, "Dear Mr. King, at the request of Council Member Bobby Grenier, I am pleased to provide you with a summary." Y'all bear with me. I had my eyes dilated this afternoon, so it's sort of in and out. Of the positive economic impact of the mechanized cavalry had on the city of DeVarys during your annual gathering held June 15th through the 22nd, 2025. First and foremost, thank you for selecting DeVarys, America's Seaplane City, as your host city for this year's event. We were honored to welcome your group, and I understand that you had approximately 175 attendees from 12 different states participating. The impact on our local business community was overwhelmingly positive. The Dora Queen hosted several guests for the scenic lake tours, while many of our local restaurants and lodging establishments, including the host hotel Citrus on the Lake, welcomed your members. In addition to motels, many attendees made use of RV parks, Airbnbs, and other area accommodations, which also greatly benefited from those businesses. Beyond lodging and dining, the members of the Mechanized Cavalry fully embraced the DeVarys experience. Your group enjoyed seaplane rides, golf cart rentals, and visits to both our historical museums and the History Research Center. Local catering companies and a band from Clearwater were also a part of your celebration, particularly for it was Friday night banquet, extending the economic benefit well beyond DeVarys itself. On behalf of the city of DeVarys, thank you once again for choosing our city. Your presence made a meaningful contribution to our business community, and we truly enjoyed hosting your group. We look forward for the opportunity to welcome you back in the future. It don't get much better than that.
That's a good letter John wrote.
So I want to thank everybody that came down from all over the place, and especially thank our guys in Florida that cooked the food, and especially thank the girls of the OCR who, without them, this wouldn't have happened. They took care of just feeding everybody on Saturday night after our guys cooked everything, and without them, it wouldn't have happened. So, and without Bobby's generosity and the city staff, I forget the guy's name. He was there pretty much the whole time we were there, setting tape, moving tape, whatever he wouldn't let us do nothing. He wanted to do everything.
Yeah, he's great. The whole staff is great. And I'll tell you, on Monday, I went over there by the hotel into the coffee shop right there. It was quiet. And it was like, oh man, just yesterday we were all sitting in front of this place having a coffee and muffins and what have you. And it just felt quiet. And yeah, I get with you guys were came a lot, here. So you're always welcome. Sons, daughters, OCR, you're all welcome here all the time.
I wish I could read these comments coming in.
Small. I can't read them either.
I can't
read them. Well, the ones on the screen are in, it's a beta test thing. So I sent them feedback about be able to enlarge it during the show. So
Sean, I don't care if the letters are 6 inches tall. I couldn't see them right now, so it don't matter, man. Don't worry about me.
Well, this one just came in from Marty Nichols. My stepson just told me he wants to have his next birthday in Tavares with everybody who was there. So you're all invited.
I got to tell you, and that's a great comment there. I got to tell you, there's other things like that the city is just so great. Now, September 17th, Constitution Day, and I'm holding the Museum Sharing Symposium in Tavares. I'm the facilitator of that. So what it is 9-10 counties sent a representative from their museums and historical societies. And we're all gathering in Tavares at the pavilion on the lake. That beautiful pavilion you guys saw out there?
Yeah.
This John Drury, I said, John, I need to borrow that thing for that. Not only did John call me back an hour later, say it's reserved just about for the whole day and to the afternoon. We'll supply the beverages. We'll open it up for tours. We'll have the tables, the mics, everything ready to go for us. So that way, when I get in there 8 to set up, probably I'll be all set up already. I'll have staff there John will be there, and then we'll have all these people from the representatives of all the historic sites and museums throughout Central Florida there. And again, John jumped right on it. I mean, he called me an hour after. I said, John, I want the pavilion for September 17th, and bingo, all set up. And even not only that, when he gets up, I'm going to have him come up and talk, say a few words. At that moment, he's going to have a seaplane take off right there out the window, turn around and land, and then a boat coming from WQBQ Radio. Dave, you were a guest on that show. Boat coming in from WQBQ Radio with all sorts of flyers and all sorts of wonderful things, gift bags, the whole bit. The city is supplying these gift bags with all sorts of fun stuff in it. So this city embraces history, embraces the Confederacy, and we just, our staff just gets so deeply involved with that. And again, it's because our vision statement says building on a historic foundation, and we've stayed true to that too. And you guys, the Confederacy has proven that it's all history we're embracing, not selecting a few.
Yep.
Cool.
Sean, I got to go ahead, but I got a couple other things I want to run through here real quick.
Well, I just want to say hi to our AOT commander. Carl Jones is in the chat. And the Kentucky Division Commander, Kyle Thompson, is in the chat.
Now, me and Carl Jones didn't have a chance to get a chili dog in Texas, but we did spend a lot of time together that weekend.
Yep.
And I treasure the time we got to spend with him. I'm
going to go to one of these years. Those
you get to see people you don't get to see but a couple times a year. That's what I like about it.
Yes, sir.
I mean, there's a lot of business. Next year's an election year. That'd be a good one.
Where's it at?
Kentucky.
Oh, Kentucky.
Lexington, Kentucky.
Actually, it is. I got the paperwork right here. July 15th through the 19th in Lexington, Kentucky next year. We'll be at our national annual, which is an election year. And I don't know if I can get political on here or not, but I'm going to anyway. All they can do is fire me. Everybody knows Roy Hudson announced in Houston that he's running for lieutenant commander for the SCV. We need to get as many camps as we can to Kentucky next year from Florida, even if it's only one member, even if you only have one or two votes. We're going to need every vote we're going to need to get Roy elected as lieutenant commander of the SCV next year. It's a commitment. It's a lot of money, but if we could at least get one guy from every camp in the state of Florida to show up next year, because if you take 10 guys, you still only get the number of delegates that you're allowed by the SCV based on your membership. We all know that. But the more people we can get to attend, and we had, I don't know how many camps we had in Houston, but I counted 18 guys, I think, from the state of Florida was there. So
I think about 12 camps were represented, 12 or 13, something like that.
That's pretty good. I like to see
and
about
Roy's
30.
the perfect guy, Dave.
Oh, yeah, we all know that. They all know that. And the other thing we got coming up next year, back to the mechanized cavalry business, is June 11th through the 14th. I don't know how to say this state park, but it's a little OCMULGEE State Park in McRae, Helena, Georgia, which is it's south of Dublin, sort of in the center part of the state. Georgia's hosting the next year at the state park. That's June 11th through the 14th. And you can go online at a bunch of different places and get registration forms or whatever you want to do for that if you plan on going to Georgia. What else do I have?
Welcome, Ron Jones. Good to see you, buddy.
Hey, Ronnie. And Derek, I gave the check to Bobby Van Zant that you gave me in Houston, the $100 donation for Greenwood Cemetery. I gave that to Bobby Van Zant last night at his camp meeting. So that's all settled. Y'all probably seen that Mike Herring sent out an email for donations for the Tampa flag site. We send one out about every 2 years. We raise money otherwise to make sure we got flags in stock. And we usually do pretty good on donations, keep flags flying at the flag site. I think we got last flag, me and Jeff Cotton was over there Sunday cutting grass. And with these pop-up storms, if we know a big storm's coming, we can go over there and take it down. But these pop-up storms come in, and some of them been hot and heavy this year. We can't get over there in time to take it down. And the battle flag that we had flying was ripped all the way up to the center star. So that flag's unrepairable. It's done. We got one, put another one up. Butch changed the flag out Monday morning. We have one in stock, and we get enough money, we'll buy 2 or 3 more flags and have them in stock ready to put them up. So that's my shameless plug on donations for the flag site. And Oakwood Cemetery. Everybody knows about Oakwood. The Florida guys up there, they're marked officially by VA Stones, but we're the Florida division, I think we sponsored 5 soldiers to get them VA headstones.
About 5, 6, something like that.
In our camp, I just purchased one the other day. There was a guy in Tampa, David Miley. So we're going to get his headstone marked. It's an easy procedure. You go on the website, the Virginia division, you do your thing, you pay right there with a credit card, and it's done. 10 minutes is done, man. It's easy. So I think that's taken off pretty good across the country because there's more than Florida guys buried there, obviously. Yep. But I think we've done pretty good in the state of Florida of how many guys we've done. I think Rick sent an email out the other day with the number we've done.
Yes, he did. I've also emailed the Virginia Division Commander to get him scheduled sometime in August.
And I don't know if Ray Easter's on here tonight, but Ray Easter, Virginia Mechanized Cavalry up there outside of Richmond, him and his guys are very instrumental in getting those headstones set. They're actually up there doing the work. So we know I know the guys that are doing it, so we're in good hands when it comes to that. And if everybody didn't know, the cost of the stone is $450, but if you want to pay an extra $100, you can have your camp name engraved on the back as a sponsor for that headstone. So we chose to do that at the camp. So that's what we did. That wasn't very well known when it first come out. I think everybody would have probably done it. Yeah. So that's let's see here, man. I think that's about all I got officially.
Speak of the devil, you said his name 3 times. He showed up.
Yeah, see, there's Ray Easter. He's got a pair of gold 24 karat gold plated post hole diggers made just for him. Just got to teach him how to read a level.
We have that same problem with Jeffro.
We'll just leave that at that.
Yep.
But going back to the Varies, Bobby drugged me and Roy into a radio studio, which was way out of my wheelhouse, man. That's not me at all. I had no idea what was going to go on there, and that turned out being good. We actually had I forget his name. His daughter runs that station, Bobby. He was SCV member.
Kelly Lovell. You talk about
Bob
Kelly?
Lovell's daughter.
Bob Lovell's daughter, Kelly. Yeah, I was with her today at today's event. I didn't know she can sing that beautifully. She sang the national anthem today, and she nailed it. But yeah, Kelly, her father was a longtime SCV member and Confederate reenactor. Yeah, I miss him. He was great. Yeah,
good guy.
Yeah, absolutely. And and then I know Bob Highbaugh and Jerry Peacock were also guests on the show. So there you go. We've had 4 members of the SCV on the show,
right?
And with such good response, and so it's really good now, a good platform that I know I can get people, because the audience is huge, and now I know I can get the Confederacy on the radio, and the owners there, James, just loves having you. They really love having the Confederacy on there. He's a big statue guy. He wants me to, the manager of the radio station, the owner, he wants me to announce when I get the statue on his radio station first. He wants the exclusive of the statue.
I'll give you $100 for that here.
Hey, I can see Sandy Coyle's got Dan hooked up because I know Dan don't know how to do it, but Sandy's got Dan on here now.
Well, Jimmy Shirley just joined the chat.
Yeah, I see Jimmy's on.
Yeah.
Good, man. Good.
I'll tell you, there's as far as the statue goes, if you guys wanted me to give you an update, I can do that.
Sure, go ahead.
It's something, as you know, I've been working on since 2017, and a lot has happened, with the wokeness for those 4 miserable years. And, and then I went through the cancer and all that surgery and did all that recovering and what have you. I was at the building yesterday in Bushnell where the statue will go. I was just, get over there, working, cleaning up the air conditioning. It's a beautiful place. So now we're at a real critical point. It's something that's happening right now. Okay, scheduled meeting. So if there was a level of which way we're going here, and this way it's looking great. This way here, it's not looking good. The needle has been moving for the last year and a half, and I would say we're sitting over here right now towards having this done, complete, and sent over. It's just a matter of our guy working on it to meet with the 1 or 2 people that it's in the hands of, like one person, to get them over the top. And so if anything, I think we're here. We're this close there to a point where they said to get the building ready. Now, you guys know more than I think I'm supposed to get out there, but so far so good. Could the government, could they change their mind and say, no? Of course they can. That's what they do. But it's not looking like that's what's going to happen. So
is this still the federal government's property or is it state of Florida property?
No, it's in Florida's hand. The only reason why it would be considered federal property, and a lawyer could probably say this, is because it was in one of a federal building, which means their insurance had to cover it. But it's here now because the statue itself belongs to the citizens of Florida. Okay. And so it's in the gray building in the basement. I think it's in the gray building or it's in the old Capitol Museum down in the basement. So I think that's
I think we'll be all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, welcome to the show, Billy Gorham. Al Massey's here too. Hey, Dennis.
Hey, Al.
Coming out of the woodwork, Sean.
Yeah.
I know.
That's good.
I went a little goofy earlier and just spammed all the platforms and Moody's Facebook page.
If you'd have somebody better than me on here, you'd probably be batting 1,000, man.
I got Bob.
You got Bobby. He counter me.
Get Kathy on. Let's get Kathy on.
She's sitting over there looking at me, shaking her head. No, Bobby.
Gee, Kathy.
No.
Yeah. And I put like 30 pictures of her in my new book.
You would think she'd be on here promoting your book, wouldn't you, Bobby?
Yeah, right. That's right. Right for Girls in History.
No, she's looking over there and giving me the stink eye, man.
She knows you can't see her with the cataract.
Well, I can see her. I can't see her but I can see her.
Right.
There's one other thing got to mention, guys. Get your dues in.
Oh.
A lot of camps have already got all their guys paid up. I know I'm lacking about 10 in my camp. I've made my yearly same 10-person call. Make sure to get their dues paid. But Get the dues paid. We don't have the grace period like we used to have. The end of August, that's it. Then you're delinquent. It's $5, and it's a hassle for the adjutants. The quicker you get your dues in, the easier it is on the camp adjutants because that's a tough job this time of year.
Yep. Luckily for me, my camp's already 100%.
Right. And my camp actually has done better this year than it's probably done in the last 10 years, guys paying up early.
Ooh.
So we're doing pretty good.
Right.
But they'll come around.
Yep.
We try to get everybody we can so we go to Texas next year. Kentucky next year. We got maximum delegate counts per camp.
Yep.
I might just have to plan a trip home to see Ma in Chicago and stop a couple days in up at the Nationals there on the way up. Sounds like it's a lot of fun.
Oh, it is, Bob. You
And
have
the
a blast.
Yankees, I don't have to do anything. I can just watch and enjoy and laugh when need be.
Right.
So laugh at what's going on here.
Yeah, we got an Airbnb. We rented.
Yep.
Bob Highball took care of that for us while we were in Texas. So we got an Airbnb. I think it's full too, ain't it, Sean? Did we fill it up already? Close to it?
I'm waiting for Highball to say something in the chat, but
Oh, it's in the
think
chat.
we were
That's a sharp guy there, that Bob.
Yeah, Bob's in the chat.
Yeah.
Hey, Bob.
Yeah, even our councilman said, come on, Bob. Bob Highball just said, yeah, it's full.
Okay. When I find that list, it's somewhere here. It's somewhere here where I'm at. I'll contact the guys and let them know, because we did this back in November while we were all sitting around Saturday night. But I got it. It's here somewhere for November at Great Hammett.
Yep. Yeah, November 7th through the 9th.
Yes, sir.
Now, if somebody's not a part of 3rd Battalion Company D, but are part of the mechanized cavalry, are they allowed to come join us?
Yes. Yes. Georgia usually 4 or 5 guys from South Georgia usually come down. I've been coming down for years for our meetings. And Wayne Scarborough, he's the commander for 3rd Battalion, so he'll be there. And Bobby Ballard and a few of them guys from down around Valdosta, they always come down, hang out with us for the weekend.
Right.
Yeah, anybody's welcome.
Just
As long as you're in good standings with the SCV, you're welcome.
Yep. Just wanted to get that out there because we do have some people from other companies and battalions in the chat.
Yeah, we're pretty wide open, Sean. You know that.
I know that, but
right.
It's your final year, so to speak.
Yeah, well. Yeah, come on down and help me celebrate.
So, Bob, that event you were talking about on the 17th, is that just for city employees in different cities throughout the state?
No, it's museums and historical societies. Of course, the city of Mount Dora has an archivist. She comes. But what it is representatives from various museums and historical societies. It's a big thing that's growing really, really fast. Last year, maybe early last year, maybe later the year before, they all got together and said, we need somebody to facilitate this and be a leader and organize everything. So they voted me to do that. And you know me, if I'm going to take hold of something, I'm going to go all the way. So now it's really, really grown. I've taken it to Winter Garden and Mount Dora and Apopka and all sorts of places. And now the pavilion, because it's really starting to grow there. But that's historical societies and museum representatives from all over Central Florida. I believe there's going to be people from 9 different counties there.
Is it open to the public, Bobby?
Yeah, if you want to come, Dave, swing on by.
Okay.
Come on.
Okay.
Absolutely. We'd love to see you here in Tavares. And mingle from 9 to 10. People are just mingling, talking to each other. Basically, I have everybody come up from different historical societies, and they will give about 5-6 minutes about what they're doing. Or they might have questions, say, is any other historical society doing something like this? Or can we help you with something? Help you, you help us. So it's a great thing for all these historical societies that get together. Citrus County helping Claremont, and Apopka, helping Winter Garden, and back and forth. Polk County coming in, and Seminole County, and they all come in. Now, sometimes somebody might not be able to make it because they're working their museum that day, but they'll send things ahead to me to read, to focus, right, and what have you. So, it's pretty cool. And like I say, Tavares, and anybody wants to come to this thing, listen, the door's open. You could come and enjoy. And so it's actually a great event, and it's and another thing that I'm involved in on a broad scale. And you know me, guys, and all of you out in Sean's audience there. Any way I can get in the Confederacy, you should have heard me today at that Medal of Honor thing in my Yankee uniform talking about the Battle of the Crater. So you can imagine how I spun it, because it's true. It was a great Confederate victory, especially William Mahone, General William Mahone. There, he rallied the troops after the explosion, and kept everybody's head together. So, yeah. So yeah, come September 17th is Constitution Day, and get yourself a gift bag.
Well, that's why I was wondering, Bob, if anybody from South Florida comes to that event.
Yeah, come enjoy. And again, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. Usually they end by 12 at different locations. But this is the pavilion. There's extra representatives coming from different historic sites because people want to get a look inside this thing. This beautiful pavilion. They want to get a look inside. They've seen it from the outside. They want to get inside there. So yeah, to me, come. People, I just tell people, you want to come. All's welcome in my book.
I'll write that down on my
list.
Even
Yankees, right? Even Yankees.
Yeah. One other thing. We finally received our banner. It was given to me at the in Houston for the 21st Century Confederate program that they have going. It was the camp's donated $1,000 or individuals, and you got a camp streamer, 21st Century Confederate, 21st Century Hero, and a certificate. And also in that certificate, there's a order form for a brick that also comes in that package. So if you got your banner, you join that cause. Don't forget to fill out your paperwork and email it up to Elm Springs so we get your camp name or your name, however you did it, on that brick. Because I didn't realize that was part of it, but it is.
Yep. Yeah, because I'm looking forward to next month. I'm going to be at the Arcadia camp meeting with Ron Jones and Leon Arthur. So that's going to be a fun time.
Awesome. Wonderful. Could you guys read any of those?
No, I'm just acting like I can see it, Bobby. I can't see it.
Well, I'm reading them, and
Hey,
I
listen.
wish I could put it up larger on the screen.
Yeah, if any of you, I got a great gig coming up in December. If any of you find yourself on Charleston on December 8th, I'm speaking at the Citadel on December 8th up in South Charleston on the life and legacy of Florida's own General Edmund Kirby Smith. And Mariah Kirby Smith's going to be joining me over there and a few others. And I'm telling everybody, Charleston's not far. So if anybody, tell some of the SCV UDC people up there in Charleston to get a hold of me because I'd like to fill the auditorium up there at the Citadel. So I'm kind of proud to be doing that there. So if you guys somebody finds themselves wanting to take a drive for the weekend, December 8th is a Monday. So you take a weekend and come see the talk. It's just, I'd like to see familiar faces,
Bob, is there a flyer out yet for that?
No, there's no flyer out. The guy will be getting a hold of me because he's going to send me information. It's a paying gig. They're paying me. They're putting me up at hotel, the whole bit. And so I haven't gotten one yet. I'm going to probably get a hold of him in a few weeks and say, listen, I'd like to, if you guys have something outside, they have a beautiful website, this Civil War study group that meets over there. But as soon as I get something, I will move it on because I do want to get you guys a flyer for the March Ethel Festival. That's March 20th, 21st or 21st, 22nd. I'll get information. Jacob Summerlin Camp already is going to be doing artillery demonstrations all weekend, and so I want to get the December 8th Citadel talk and the March Ethel flyers out there for everybody.
Where's that at, Bobby?
It's over here in Rock Springs Run State Reserve in the Wekiva Wilderness. It's beautiful. It's we're resurrecting the Gold Sun. Matter of fact, I have a meeting with the president of the Wekiva Wilderness Trust tomorrow morning. He's coming to the research center, and we're having to start in 2 cabins being built there. The state already installed our historical markers on the trail. They're about a 1.5 mile trail, and now we're starting phase 2, which is 2 cabins. So we're resurrecting this town. The guy who owned this property there, he was a kind of a nut, but his son was a Confederate soldier, died early in the war. And so, yeah, this will be an event, like I say, Jacob Summerlin's coming for the weekend. I think they're going to come Friday in the RV and stay right there and be there the whole weekend doing artillery, have a camp, displays set up. And so this is a great opportunity to, again, get the word out and not speaking to the choir, So
that's in March, right, Bob?
That's March. I think it's Saturday and Sunday. I think it's 21st, 22nd, or 20th, 21st, something like that. You can look at the calendar. But I think it's important that, again, Jacob Summerlin jumped on. I think it's important that you take advantage of this opportunity to, on a state park in the Wekiva Wilderness, to do this, to do something, have a tent, have a table, and dress up, walk around and meet and greet with people. Hand out your brochures and your flyers and, recruitment papers and all that stuff. Enlistment papers.
We need to bring back the draft and draft a bunch of these people that don't want to join. Just make it mandatory. If you've got the lineage, we're going to pick you up.
It was funny at this the event I did today in my blue uniform, talking about Captain Albert Wright, and he did the only thing positive at Battle Crater for the Union. But there was a son of Union veterans of the Civil War there who said a few words to sign up somebody who happened to be there, because so it was kind of the ceremony. And he asked me if I had any Union ancestors. I says, yeah, I got 3. I says, I don't have any Confederates, but I do have 3 Union. I was really hoping for Confederate ancestry because my dad always wanted Confederate ancestry, but we had 3 that served in the Union on his side of the family, but I'm not able to find anybody. So I think that search is over. We can't do it with my mother because they came from Italy. So
right.
My grandparents. So anyways, I was like disappointed when he asked me if I had Union ancestors, but I said, yeah, I do. I really wanted Confederate. So anyways. So yeah, March. I'm gonna give you guys advance notice. Tomorrow we'll be working on a flyer at the meeting, and because I want to get it out, because I told him, I says, this event has actually been going for a bunch of years, but it was only a 1-day event. Now, I did have some Confederates at 1-day event years ago. Jerry Peacock and Carter Zinn used to come, and Keith Cole and what have you, just for the day. But now that it's with the state parks, within a state park as well, I wanted it to be a 2-day event before I started inviting, massive amounts of Confederates. Now they agreed to do it. And now that's why I'm putting the word out. And I told them, and I'll tell them again yesterday, I said, Don, I can get the Confederacy there. Don Campbell, your second favorite Yankee.
Yes, sir.
He's going to talk to some Union to get some Union guys out there and civilian reenactors, sort of like the Rifles, Rails, and History thing. But my actual purpose is to promote the Confederacy, you guys. Seems to be my mission in life, you guys, Sean.
Yeah, well.
I know the feeling, Bob.
Bobby, you're already a friend of the SCV, aren't you?
No, but I looked on the website. There, I want to be a friend. I'm a Legionnaire in Camp 741, but I saw this friends thing that I heard you guys talk about. I'd like to join that. I guess you go to the national website and join that.
Somebody there in 741 ought to be able to help you out with that. That's easy.
Get with Vic.
Yeah.
That's easy. That's easy.
I'll get with Vic and get that done.
That's
Because that
really
sounds
easy.
like it's right up my alley.
It's available for people like you.
Good.
Exactly.
I'm going to go that route. I'm going to write that down right now here.
Friends, get a hold of pork chop.
Yes. Yeah, I'll get with Vic.
Yeah, Victor's in the chat.
Hey, Vic.
Vic, call Bobby out after the show. Get him squared away.
Hey, Vic, there's some pictures of you in this Rifles, Rails, and History book, too. Caught you resting one time in one of the pictures, but they're great.
That ain't nothing unusual.
No. So, anyways.
Bobby Van Zant was reading my mind, too. I was going to say it if he wanted to join it down in Naples, Florida.
Yeah, you can join 556. Bobby Van Zant said you can join his camp. Any camp you want, Bobby.
Down 2150 down in the Everglades.
I think I'm a Legionnaire in a couple of camps. But yeah, what I want to do is I somehow I was trying to figure out a way, how do I be an honorary Legionnaire or friend to every single Florida camp? That's what I want to be. I want to have a liaison because, as you guys know, I mean, I go out to Bobby's camp out there in St. Pete, and I go down to Roy's camp down there in Palm Bay and all that stuff. To get to you guys to talk, speak, whatever, I'll go to every corner of Florida to do that, And so, I was thinking, man, there's got to be some way that I could be like an official Legionnaire to every single camp. You guys got a bunch of them here too in Florida.
Yep.
Because I want to help all of yous out, So.
Yep. You can come to Bobby. You can come down with me down in the Everglades. You got to go through the pythons and all that. Alligator Alcatraz.
I've never been to South Florida. I mean, I think Palm Bay is probably down there by Melbourne. It's probably the farthest south I think I've been to Sebring, but I haven't been down there. I'm looking for reasons to get down there, and I think going down and to meet with the SCV camps is a great way for me to see South Florida, and I've been in Florida since 1985.
Yeah, Bobby, we get that squared away, get you down here, and show you where the original county seat was for Collier County.
I'd love that.
It wasn't Naples. It was Everglades City.
Yeah, absolutely. Just don't send me to that Alcatraz place, though, okay?
Nah, you'll be all right.
I'm wearing a blue cap, all right?
Nah, you'll be all right. You'll be all right.
Very good. Very good. Kathy, get Kathy.
No, Kathy's shaking her head no.
Oh, so she could hear me, huh?
Yeah.
The next time we're on here, I'll have her on here with me.
Yes, absolutely.
Let her take over the show.
She would too.
Yeah, if you get in that Lindsay, she might get on there the next time you have an OCR night, Sean.
Perfect.
And sort of make her have to get on it.
Yeah, I can do that. I can have that caller and poke and prod her.
Yeah, get in that involved. Twist her arm a little bit.
Is Annette on the chat here? Is she here?
No, I'm surprised. I haven't seen her. I'm surprised. Usually she is.
Yeah, Bobby. Like Linda Hudson said, if you're a friend of the SCV, you will get the Confederate Veteran magazine just like we do too.
Great.
And you be put on the Telegraph, so all the emails that gets sent out to the general membership within the SCV, you get that as well.
Well, I'm going to jump on that then because I want to get on.
Yep.
I want to do that. So I'm going to get on the website. I'll get with Vic and see how it's done, and maybe streamline it and get it done. I want to get that done.
And I think it's, I don't know what it is. It used to be $25. I don't know what it is.
That's
Whatever.
Yeah. Well, good. I'm going to go that route. That's a good way to go.
Yeah, just like Ms. Hudson said, you get the Confederate Veteran in the mail, so you have an idea what's going on.
Yeah, I'd love to get that Confederate Veteran magazine. I was looking at a 1908 letter written by the commander of the GAR that was here in Eustis to Confederate Veteran Magazine. I have a copy of it. It's on my phone too. And how he was thanking the Confederate veterans here, the United Confederate Veterans here, A.J. Duncan, Major Things. He was thanking them because they were helping each other with their various events, parades, fundraisers. So both the UCV and the GAR were helping each other. And so he took it upon himself. It's a great letter. I'll have to email it to you guys. It's a great letter where he sent a letter to the Confederate veteran. This is 1908, saying how much the Confederacy and the camaraderie with the Confederacy means to them, you know? So it's an absolute great letter, and it's from a 1908 Confederate Veteran Magazine.
Wow.
Well, Bobby, so far, I think you're up to about 10 camps that said they would accept you as a friend.
All right.
Leon Arthur just said, we'll take you.
I'm shooting for 40 or 50, whatever's out there.
Give it a few minutes. It's like a ticker.
Yep.
Very good.
I'm surprised Kim Hoffecker, our division chaplains, hasn't said anything yet.
Yeah. Got Stonewall behind me here.
I got the same picture hanging when you walk in my front door.
Yeah, this is a big one here. This was hanging in my dad's room back in Chicago.
Really?
This was hanging in Chicago.
Oh.
So when people came into the house and went down in an area, it's a beautiful house. My dad had this hanging there. That's where it hung in my dad's
That's
house.
what you see when you walk in my front door.
Yeah. What's funny is I always tell this in my stories. My dad always wore his Confederate cappy, and this is Chicago, and I never figured out till later years. Now I feel like maybe I'm kind of living his memory of what he would have loved to do if he lived here in the South like I do, and help out the Confederacy, because he was such a big fan of the Confederacy, and I never understood it at that time when I was a kid living up there. But now I feel as if I'm helping him, helping live some of the things that he believed in.
Absolutely.
Cool. Well, the UDC's jumping on board. They're starting to claim Yankee Bob.
Okay. I love the UDC. Going to their summer social over there at the Marion Dragoons in August. So I'm looking forward to seeing everybody there.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Billy Gorm. Oh, Daytona camp will take you. That just
Yay! I haven't been up to Daytona camp in a long time. I'd like to get out and see them guys again. It's been a long time since I've been at Daytona.
Yep. Yeah, the ticker's still going. I think we're up to 15, 20 camps now.
I'll help, I mean, it means a lot to me. I'll tell you something. When I first met all of you, it's 25 years ago. Next year is my 25th anniversary. When I first started with, it was 2001 when I found the Captain Haynes house here. And that's the novel I was advertising, my Yankee Bob update. And so next year is my 25th year getting involved with the Confederacy. And I'll tell you, to me, it was a change in life for me. When I stumbled on that house and then crashed the Camp 741 meeting, it changed my life for the better. Because of the Confederacy, because of what you guys have done for Yankee Bob, has taken me to these different levels here. I mean, doing national preservation work and being elected to city councils and things like that. It's all, to me, it's all because of the work I've done with the Confederacy, believe it or not. I think it was because of that. The day I discovered the Captain Haynes Woodley House in 2001 was the day everything changed for me in my life.
And you could have walked away. And you could have walked away at one time, Bobby.
Absolutely.
The way you were treated.
Yeah, I could. That's right. Good point, Dave. Because with that statue thing, I could have said, forget this. You know what? This is not. I didn't. Matter of fact, it made my resolve even stronger. If these people think that I was just going to walk away, that they're going to score a victory on me on this, they're nuts. These woke lunatics are not going to deter me for my appreciation, my support, and my efforts to help the Confederacy out. They're just not going to do it. And again, so it made the statue thing and what happened to me, you guys know some of those stories. It didn't change me. It made my resolve stronger. I'm more involved in here with the Confederacy than I've ever been before. And that's why I'm glad the mechanized cavalry came to Tavares.
Well, go ahead, David.
No, I was going to read. You go ahead, Sean. This is your show. Go ahead.
Our AOT councilman, I mean, not councilman, our AOT commander, Carl Jones, says, Yankee Bob ain't a Yankee, he's an American.
Thank you. Thank you for that. Great compliment.
That's coming straight from the heart of Dixie, Alabama.
Great compliment. Very appreciative.
Oh, here's another one that just hit. A great example why communication and positive relationships in the local area are so important.
Yeah, he's right.
Carl,
so many aspects it is. It's so important. Even politically, as a councilman, people got to realize these citizens of Tavares, they got to know I actually have more power over their lives than federal and state, because I can sit there and with the other 4 council, make laws and ordinances and all this stuff for them, And so, yes, being involved, of course, I'm not, what makes me a good councilman is I still continue to see the other side. I see the preservation of history. I see everybody's heritage and their humanity. I see people like you who you just want to be able to honor your ancestors and be out there like everyone else is able to. And I think I'm able to do that by being both an elected official and somebody who is a historian there. These people in government can't fool me. I'm on that side too. I know what they're thinking, what they're doing, how they're acting. So they can't fool me at all, That's why it's a fight for them. If they're going to try to fight against the Confederacy or history, any sort of heritage, they got to fight with me, So
right, and you don't bulldog people.
No, I don't. I smile.
Right.
And get it done.
Right.
Well, Bob, you just got to invite first Monday of the month, Daytona Camp meets.
Oh, great. Yeah, I got to make sure that he's got to be, I got to get Bill. I don't know if he's on my Yankee Bob updates, and I'm hoping everybody forwards, but I got to get Bill on there because I do want to get to Daytona. I miss it. I used to go out to Daytona years ago. I used to speak out there a lot, and I haven't been there in years. So I'd like to have somebody get Bill my email, and then I'd like to get him on email to get to my Yankee Bob update. I sent one out yesterday, as you guys know. So yeah, I'd like to get
Billy. Keep an eye on your direct messages on Facebook. I'll message you Yankee Bob's email address.
Great. Perfect.
There you go.
Yeah, I mean, I go out to Daytona actually a lot. There's a nice new reptile museum there. But I do, and because I go to the Peabody Auditorium and what have you, and I always say every time I go down there, I says, well, I haven't spoke to the SEV camp here in a while. I haven't visited them in a long time, and I kind of miss those guys and whatever. And I had to go check to see if the camp still existed, and I thought, yeah, it is. It's still there. So, thank you, Bill.
Reach out to Billy. Get hooked up. He'll help you out.
Absolutely. Let me write that down too. Daytona Beach.
I'm doing that right now.
Wonderful.
Sean, how come some of these comments come up real big in the other corner? Like when Carl types in, it comes up big.
I saw that.
Billy.
Yeah.
Which corner?
Well, I went to. I hit my full screen. I can read everything
now.
Are
you talking about on the?
When Billy just replied.
Well, there.
It doesn't matter. I'm just curious.
Yeah, there's two things. Yeah, there's the one that comes up live during the show, and there's one both of you should be able to see. It's over to the right. If you're on a desktop or a tablet, you better.
Yeah, I'm on my phone, so I can't see it. It's so tiny.
No, I see it. I see it every now and again. But I hit the full screen button, and I can read the ones that are coming up. Everybody's chiming in on.
Yep.
Sometimes they go along the bottom. I could see those once in a while. I can see those ones.
Yeah.
The pictures are clear.
So this one, Bobby, you're able to see, right?
Yes, I can. That's right. I
Okay.
can see that. Hey, Sean, that's what it. So yeah.
Yeah, that's Dylan letting me know to bring cert cards with me. You got to remind me, Dylan. That's in October. A lot of things can happen from now to then.
But I'm just trying to get through today, man.
Yep.
Trying to get through today.
All right, guys, it's that time. To wrap everything up. Does anybody have any questions for Captain King or Yankee Bob? Feel free. Just don't call him late for dinner. Ready. Trying to see if anything's going to pop up.
All right.
All right. All right. Let me get that. So, okay, Dylan. Yeah, to the August meeting. Yeah, I'm trying to get through the day. Just remind me or have Leon call me and remind me. All right, it's that time. That time, gentlemen and ladies, got to wrap everything up. Thank you to Captain King and Yankee Bob for coming on tonight.
I'm gonna have
Jerry,
that letter framed and put in the research center, Dave.
Do what, Bobby?
There you go.
That letter that John Jury, we have it also in a file in the research center, but I'm also getting a frame. I'm gonna frame that and mount it on the wall at the research center.
Yankee Bob, Jerry Peacock goes, what time is the Traverse event? Are you talking about the one on September the 17th?
Yeah, the meeting of all the museums and historical societies. Yeah, Jerry's close. That one, I'm going to get in there at 8 with some of my workers in the city. People start coming at 9 and mingle and greet for an hour, have refreshments and talk to other historical societies. And then I'll start the meeting at 10 o'clock. And then we're there taking pictures and having fun till 1, 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
There you go, Jerry. You can represent your camp. All righty, guys, girls. Thank you, Jerry Peacock, for that question. That time. May God bless you in your ventures this week. If you're feeling down and out, my personal preference is Psalm 23. Check it out. Until next Wednesday, stay young, stay Southern, and may God bless you in your ventures. Till next Wednesday.
All right.
Have a
We'll
good
see
night.
y'all.
My name is Nelson W. Winbush. I'm a member of the Jacob Sumner Camp 1516 Sons of Confederate Veterans. My reason for joining the Sons of Confederate Veterans after the NAACP declared they would destroy and remove everything Confederate in 1990, I decided that I would do all I could to make sure that people understood what the Confederacy stood for.